I didn't like episode 7 at all, so
Oh well.
it's not gonna be too difficult.
Did you like episode 8?
I haven't seen it because I hated episode 7 so much.
Really?
Yeah,
That's surprising.
Okay, so I like it as if it was like a standalone movie, it's fine. But I'm not into the whole like we're gonna kill off regular characters just for one shock value moment. I think that's trashy, and that's their thing is they're killing off one main character per movie so that they have a moment in the movie that's supposed to be emotional, but they call it out before it happens. Like I see it all over the news before I actually watch the movie. Like everybody before episode 7 even came out was like, Harrison Ford's contract is done. He's gonna die in this movie, and then they did it with episode 8, and now they're doing it with episode 9. It's like, so I already know what the
Episode 9's a bit tougher though. I don't think you can hold episode 9 to that standard because Princess Leia is gonna have to die, but we probably will never know if that was because
because she was supposed to die in 8 and then they rewrote it.
Yeah, what an unfortunate decision that ended up being, which there's no way, like I don't blame them for that. It's unfortunate that it happened.
No,
but
well, she was supposed to die.
That's not something.
And then they recorded.
The character was supposed to die, yes, but like writing her back and then having the actress die, I don't blame them for that.
No,
that's not
because
something that's not a situation where you pass blame.
No. What I'm saying is, Carrie Fisher said, "Whatever you do, don't use my likeness for any movie." And they were like, "Okay," so they rewrote it to where they will use her likeness for 9, and I think that's fucking trashy. I think that's absolutely disgraceful.
They kind of have.
They didn't because they wrote her. They filmed her death scene in 8, and then after she was done filming 8, she died. And she was like, "Don't use my likeness." But
she died. But they had already produced and released 8, and then she died.
Right. So don't use her likeness. Don't disrespect the only wish she had, which was to not use her likeness.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but that's I think like if it had been they filmed the movie, she dies, and then they're like, well, fuck, what do we do now? Now we have to use the kill scene, otherwise we're gonna have to give her a really shitty off-screen death. That'd be one thing, but she was alive when they released it, and I think the intent was obviously that she was gonna get to film the new death scene, and they were gonna be able to rewrite it. Have you stopped playing, by the way?
I'm like trying to figure out how the fuck to level up Little Bean because he's a little crock of shit right now.
So anyway, like she was alive when they released it. So
ignore that for now.
It's
train other people.
It's not like I'm struggling to find the words, but like it's not like they had a solution.
But why wouldn't they just what would be the reason? Because she died? Like you think it would be disgraceful to release a movie where she dies right after she died? Like I guess, but they've done that with
but that they would have released the movie where Leia dies before, and it just would have been terribly unfortunate, but no one would have blamed them. But it's just unfortunate because I'm sure they had a really good idea for Leia's death to happen in episode 9. But
no, because they made that decision after she died.
No, incorrect, because they had already released. I'm sure the plan was always for her to die in episode 9. But the plan to not kill her in 8 was done before Carrie Fisher died.
Are you certain?
I'm pretty certain let's see.
I could wholeheartedly be incorrect about this. I don't know for certain.
Carrie Fisher died in December of 2016.
Correct. That was a long time ago. Holy fuck.
Yeah, no kidding. Episode 8 of Star Wars. No, you know what? I might be wrong. Yeah, I think I am.
I was honestly ready to be wrong about that. Yeah, I think both of us went in that with like 70% confidence. We were like, wait, pause, research.
All right, I'm going to do a little look up here. But my main point was, if you're going to release something that's so awesome, I will totally buy in. No problem. But like if you start branching off where there's really not too many connections to what it used to be, and it's all about making new stuff that is loosely based on the old stuff, prepare for me to have super minimal interest.
Whoops.
Let's see, Carrie Fisher.
I agree with you. I think people like it. I think the general public nowadays is super into being overwhelmed and being all in on one thing. And I think, oh, you know what?
What?
I went to say something, but I feel like I'm going to be treading dangerous water. Not with you, but...
Hold up. Okay. Here's what we got.
Okay.
From the Wikipedia article of Star Wars Episode 8. Carrie Fisher, who played Leia Organa, died in 2016. Variety and Reuters reported that she had been planned for a key role in Rise of the Skywalker. In January 2017, Lucasfilm stated there were no plans to digitally generate Fisher's performance as they had for Rogue One. The following April, so April of 2018 or 17, April 2018.
Okay.
Fisher's brother Todd revealed that Fisher's daughter, Billie Lourd, had granted Disney the rights to use recent footage of Fisher. However, a week later, Kathleen Kennedy stated that Fisher would not appear in the film. In July 2018, J.J. Abrams announced that unused footage of Fisher from The Force Awakens would be used to help complete the story. A week later, it was revealed that unseen footage from The Last Jedi would also be used. There's a lot of minutes of footage. I don't mean just outtakes. This is unused new content that could be woven into the storyline. Going to look like it was meant to be, like it was shot yesterday. Perfect. We're all good.
Okay, so
problem.
So they didn't. Okay, so that's fine then. If they didn't digitally,
so that's not using her likeness.
Right. That's just.
Her.
Oh no! I did exactly what you told me not to do about the quicksand.
Well, I got a really happy feeling because that is like the perfect.
Yeah, that was like
ending.
a good like in between. Yeah, okay. So we were both right because she didn't use her likeness, so you're correct. But they did rewrite her into living for episode 9.
Yeah.
So we were both.
They used her likeness in Rogue One, which, oh my god, dude, you should see the digital recreation they do of Princess Leia in Rogue One. Do you know the story of Rogue One?
I know it's supposed to be in the original trilogy, right? It's like
happens
the what are they called? The squadron. Is it just Rogue One? Is that what there is? Okay.
So Rogue One happens like literally 2 minutes. The ending is 2 minutes before the first Star Wars movie starts, or Episode 4 starts.
Oh, that's cool.
Like you could fuse them into one movie. Do you like Yamask, by the way?
Your boy, Yamask. He's pretty cool.
Do you like him?
Oh, okay. Cover fossil, plume fossil. What do I want?
Okay, cover fossil turns into a water turtle, and plume fossil turns into a rock bird.
Oh, I've seen the rock bird. I'm not a fan. Cover.
I like Arkin. Arkin's good. But no, those Yamask, those little masks that they hold, that is, it's supposedly a dead person, and that mask that they hold is their face from when they were a human.
Oh, so this is the dead end, by the way, right? Dead end for now.
We can't go there yet. But what was I just saying? Oh yeah, so you could fuse the end of Rogue One right to the beginning of Episode 4. It's so good.
I should see that one.
I didn't see Solo, but
I've heard not
it's
good
got
things.
Neither have I. It's got Donald Glover, who I don't think it's that hard to take to say might be the biggest superstar in the world right now.
Maybe, yeah.
Name someone more talented.
He definitely would be number one, like by like a mile, like a year ago. I think people are close now, but he's definitely still probably number one in terms of, because he's everything, right? He's an actor, he's a musician, he's a comedian, he's fucking everything.
Yeah, This Is America still slaps, by the way.
Oh, it sure does.
The song is great, and he's woke. Can't hate the wokeness.
Can't hate on woke. I feel like a lot of people
who's bigger? Who's a bigger star? in more areas of the world, Donald. You can't find one.
Yeah, it's true.
They did. He just collabed with Beyonce for the Lion King song. The song was okay, but like Donald Glover and Beyonce, I think Beyonce is overrated as fuck.
Oh yeah, she is definitely.
You cannot deny her talent. Like, we're talking super duper ultra talent, no question.
Musically, yeah,
but
I've heard she's not a great actress. But musically,
I haven't seen her act, but her voice acting in The Lion King was really good.
That's good. You know,
the production.
You know what else she was in? She was in fucking Pink Panther with Steve Martin.
She wasn't that. Nothing about that movie was good.
That movie's definitely a movie.
So if you want in this desert, you can go to the left. I'll be right back. I gotta use the washroom.
All right. The washroom. This fucking Canadian. Oh man, I feel like I was right in the middle of a point I was gonna make, and then I didn't make it. So I don't know where I stand on this. Dario, how are you? Oh, this game. I'm not super into this whole area. I'm hoping to get out of it pretty soon here. Can you just fight me, dude, so I can get this over with? Stand in your fucking path. Woo! I went to check my cup to see if I had more coffee, expecting it to be empty, and almost spilled it everywhere. So that's a nice little thing. I'm only gonna be streaming until 8 o'clock. Got some stuff I gotta do tonight. We're having some fun. My name was said, yeah.
Going to make.
How are you doing?
Yes. I think the point you were going to make, by the way, was about franchises doing like spin-off stuff that may or may not be as awesome.
Oh, yeah. So like episode 7 was good, right? As a standalone thing.
Hi, Tyler's.
Glad to see me back. Yeah, kinda.
Hey.
I was back for a little bit before. Yo, Tyler.
You just subscribed.
Thanks, bud. My alerts are not going off. I'm gonna have to check to see what that's all about later.
Not a fan.
Oh, you know what?
What?
Yeah, I do know what it is. Why didn't my host go through? I don't know, but thanks for the host. When it does go through, if it does go through. Yeah, I'm gonna be back streaming twice a week. I'm thinking.
Tony and I have been making plans.
We have been making some plans, and I've got plans to finish a lot of unfinished shit. Nier Automata being one of the main ones. Mega Drain, let's fucking go, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm circling the point drain, but like remakes, I'm generally okay with as long as like they have the same soul as the original, provided the original was good.
Yeah.
Because there is a lot of people don't like to talk about this, but it's not like all remakes are necessarily downgrades. Sometimes the source material is dog shit and the remake is way better.
Sure. Well, that's what I think. You mentioned The Sword and the Stone before. Like, I feel like that, if anything, it should be movies like that didn't get a lot of attention and kind of were super low budget back in the day, because movies like Lion King had like a huge budget and they made millions of dollars, and Sword in the Stone didn't really make that much.
So good.
So it's like, I feel like that would be an upgrade, Sword in the Stone, whereas, not saying that the live action Lion King was a downgrade, but the animation to Lion King still holds up to this day.
Okay.
So it's
only problem I have with your point is
twice.
I think it's entirely likely that the Sword in the Stone probably, let's say the rules are flipped and Sword in the Stone comes out in 1904 instead of 1963. It's likely that the Sword in the Stone is going to be Disney's big movie for that year. So almost 100% of the budget that Disney has for movies would probably go to that movie, and probably it would be better.
Like back in the day.
A lot of that is probably due to...
Yeah. I don't know. It didn't look like it was high budget. I'll have to go back and watch.
But that's the thing. But that's the thing. It was 30 years before The Lion King.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So if you put it in, yeah, if it had all the assets, money that The Lion King had, it would have probably been better.
True. Fair point.
Yeah, it's like saying, like, I don't know, the Aristocats. It's not as good, well produced as The Lion King. Well, yeah, there's like 60 years in between those.
True.
But like, one thing I think, you know what? It just hit me. You want to know why that we're oversaturated with like spin-offs and shitty jam down our throat content?
Why?
Content?